Hey everybody, in this video I want to show you how to check whether GA4 has been set up correctly. There are a bunch of ways to do that, but I think the most surefire way to do it is by checking the Network tab in Chrome. Now for some that might seem daunting, but I will show you how to do it so that it's not scary at all. Here we are on my Shopify website. So this is the test website. You've all seen this before if you've watched some of the other videos on implementing the Shopify Google tags. If I move over here to a kind of empty space, as long as there isn't an image, I can right click on this empty space and click on Inspect. That brings up the Chrome Developer Tools area. And you'll see there are columns here, or different tabs, I guess you could say. Elements, Console, Sources, and Network. What we want to do is go to Network. And we want to navigate around the site, and we can see things load, right? These are all the various parts of the website. And in order to make those things on the website appear, it has to make an external call so that those things appear. Now, what we want to do is see the external calls that are made to Google Analytics from this website. So these calls come in the form of URLs or website URLs, and the website URL for Google Analytics has the word collect in it. So if we filter the Network tab for collect, we see all the various Google Analytics URLs that come through. Now I'm on this test product page here, and we can see a bunch of things happen, right? So these URLs, we can see they have a status of either 204 or 200. Now 200 represents that a call was made from the website to the Google Analytics servers or to whatever endpoint, and then that endpoint can push data back if necessary. So it's kind of like a back and forth transaction. Imagine a handshake. Somebody shakes your hand and then they shake your hand back, right? There's sort of a mutual agreement. That's what 200 represents. It's a good thing. 204, if you see that, that's also a good thing. That's a ping. So that is basically a request has been made from your website over to the endpoint, and that's it. No content was sent back. So it's sort of like you saying hello, and then somebody not, or I guess, yeah, it's like somebody not answering, but there is an indication that somebody is home. It's like that. With the 200s, it's more of a conversation back and forth, if that makes sense. So these are all good indicators, 204 and 200. Now again, so I'm filtering for collect, and let's click on some of these. So let's click on 200. And then once we click on 200, this other area appears here, headers, payload. So if we look at headers, we see a whole bunch of stuff here. Basically, it's breaking out the URL into different sections and showing you aspects of it. But the very useful area here is not really headers to me, it's more payload. So we can see here, if we scroll to the bottom, we can see information about that URL. Right? It's gathering that this is the operating system we're using. That's how GA4 knows that. This is the title of the page, and this is the resolution, width, and height of the monitor I'm using. That sort of stuff. Now let's go around and look at the other hits. This one here is the enhanced e-commerce event. So if we scroll to the bottom, we see this data parameter here. That's important because we're actually sending data to the Google Analytics tag in Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is taking that tag data and then pushing it over to GA4. Now it's pushing an event for a view item. It's pushing something for dynamic remarketing, Google Business Vertical equals retail, and it's pushing an ID. So that ID is Shopify _CA _ the product ID _ the variant. So that is used for dynamic remarketing. All of this other stuff as well, including the ID, is used for GA4 enhanced e-commerce. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so this is GA4 enhanced e-commerce. Here's the items array. Here's the items ID that I showed you in the network tab. The currency is there too. The price is there as well. Did we see the price? Let's go back and look at the price. Where is it? Value 40. There it is there. Perfect. And just to talk about dynamic remarketing for a moment. So it does require this Google_business_vertical equals retail. And it also requires the URL to be formatted this way, Shopify_CA, not currency CAD. It requires the country code. So Shopify_CA _ the product ID _ the variant ID. The reason is because you need to match the product ID that is found in the Merchant Center. So when you link your Shopify account, I'll show you. So when you link your so if you use this Google and YouTube app and you link your Shopify account to a Merchant Center, and then you click on the Merchant Center, and then once it starts to import all the products, your tag on your website needs to match these products. So let's have a look at this product here. Where was that website? Here it is. So let's try one. Test product 2. Here it is right here. Test product 2. This is what I pasted. Actually, I can maybe do a find. Yep, there it is. So that's what I pasted. So it exactly matches the ID in the Merchant Center. So that will work perfectly. If you want to do dynamic remarketing with your Shopify site, and you want to have enhanced e-commerce, and you want to have Google Ads conversion tracking tag, and have it all work properly, I've toiled over this and spent probably over 150 hours now making this thing work. It does work perfectly now, I should say, and I'm happy about that. But apologies for all the versions. But the one you want is version 3.2 if you want it to have proper dynamic retargeting. And anyway, the point of this video is to show you how to inspect things in the network tab, and hopefully that was helpful. If we look, here's how you do it. So there's that ID, and like I said, that ID is found here in the Merchant Center. Yep, there it is. So that will work, right? So imagine I look at this particular product on a website. The cookie gets sent to my browser, and it gets sent with this particular ID, and then it matches the Merchant Center. And then if my Merchant Center is linked to Google Ads, I can set up a shopping campaign, or I could set up a, for dynamic remarketing, you want to set up a display dynamic remarketing campaign, and then you will be remarketed this exact product. Okay. All right, hopefully that was useful. This is how you check it in the network tab. That was my ultimate point here. I find I'm digressing a little bit because I'm excited about this new version. I just fixed a couple things. So version 3.2. Check out that one. Okay. Have a good one. Thanks.